Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself, my name is Regita Cahyani dengan NIM 2104075120209, kelas BC212. Baik, di sini saya akan presentasi akademik tentang masalah pendidikan, yang dimana tugas akhir dari mata kuliah Public Speaking. Adapun topik yang saya ambil yaitu Teknologi Impact on Education. Langsung saja, introduction. Over time, technology in the world of education has spread various developments, where everything has utilized technology to facilitate all its work, including in the world of education. Technology becomes a supporting tool used in education to make it easier for teachers to teach students with the result they want to achieve. However, the development of modern technology can also not only have a positive impact on education, but also have a negative impact on checks in behavior by students that can damage our education rules and moral in social life. Next, current situation. Important facts and statistics. In the development of more modern times, technology is also getting more sophisticated and more advanced since more media supporting workers and students in doing assessment. As it is now, there is a sudden emergency of a virus from China that make the economy and education weak. According to UNESCO data, around 1,600,000 students in more than 119 countries were affected by school closures during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Therefore, at this time, technology is needed for everyone becomes most of the activities carried out by all workers and students. Our students are carried out online or online at home. Next, example that illustrates the current stage of the issue. At a time when the COVID-19 pandemic has forced many schools around the world to turn to distance learning, an example is the increased use of online learning platforms such as Zoom, Google Classroom, or Microsoft Teams to facilitate interaction between students and teachers. The use of technology in education can also lead to gadget addiction and digital distraction among students. Many students might spend too much time in the form of screens reduction time for school interaction and outdoor activity. Next, challenge. Key challenge and barriers. There is still a technology access gap among students, especially in rural areas or communities with low economic levels. Students who do not have access to a computer device or a stable internet connection will find it difficult to keep up with online learning or in-school technology. Many teachers do not have adequate training in using technology for teaching. During the COVID-19 pandemic, they have to learn quickly and independently, which may result in variable learning quickly among teachers. Students are also often distracted by social media, games, or other digital content while learning, which can disrupt their concretion and focus in the learning process. Impact on student, teacher, and the education system. Students can access educational resources from anywhere with the advantage of technology. But frequent students who often access something on the internet can be worried about them if the utilize what is on information technology but not optimal, but they use it for the things or they even access information that contains bad things such as pornography and online games. This is a concrete for teacher and parents of the student because it can damage their myths and disrupt their education. Cybercrime, but not only in the world of technology, but in the world of education, this can also occur and can be a serious problem in the world of education. For example, there are students who steal confidential or important documents of attendance content and other that exist in the education, which is actually confidential asset such a document regarding final exam, grade, and presents that are carried out with media that can be accessed via the internet. Next, solution. First solution are strategy. We as users must be professional in utilizing technology properly so that the deployment of technology that occurs can run well. There are several solutions or strategies to overcome the impact of technology on education. One of which is to consider the use of technology education as essential the minors, not making technology as the only medium or means in learning in the sense that, for example, not only downloading ebooks but start buying print books as a reference for teachers to have control of when and how technology is used in learning. They can set time limits, cause appropriate tools, and give clear direction to students on the use of technology. Example of successful implementation. The acceptance of new method that can facilitate the learning process of students at school, such as using project or using other telecommunication basic media. For example, YouTube, Kahoot, Wordwall, Canva, Google Meet, Google Classroom, and that it creates student interest, learning, and make it easier to understand the material. Next, collection. Summary of key points. In the world of education, technology has significantly expanded the accessibility of education by providing online learning platforms that allow students to access learning material from anywhere since when COVID-19 in 2020 had technology played an important role such as student and teacher learning through Zoom, Google Meet, and applications that support online learning. But technology in education has an impact, of course, one of which is only as technology. Students are also often distracted by social media, games, or other digital content while learning, which can interfere with their concrete and focus in the learning process. So, we as teacher and parent must guard, monitor, supervise, and limit children in playing gadgets. Call to call to action are recommended for staff. We as future educators utilize technology to promote active and collaborative learning among students. Thus, creating sustainable solution to the impact of technology on education. Itulah presentasi akademik tentang masalah pendidikan yang topiknya tentang dampak teknologi terhadap pendidikan. Cukup sekian. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you. Hopefully usable and clearly understood. Bye-bye.
I've been going jeans cause I'm cool with. On the spaceship, now I'm a space cadet. Big white mansion in my habit.